So first I'm going to look at stuff I can look at in my room. Let's look at invigorates. Steinex again. I seem to get Steinex almost every week, but he is my go-to Warframe. Frost. Frost is good. My Frost is good. And Nidus. So last week I tried to do Deep Archimedia, and with Nidus, I couldn't even come close. So I switched to Trinity and went off without a hitch. So maybe I'd try Nidus again if it was an option, just because Nidus was my first Steel Path Warframe. But so many people complained, your Nidus is ruining our survival mission, that I stopped using them. Next, let's look at coffee. Okay, today is Owie's birthday. So Owie's my living girlfriend. 10 Eximus is really easy to get. Okay, what do we have here? Damage chance to set off a 250 damage. A 10% on damage, 10% chance to set off a 250 damage 5-meter radius burst. The 250 is really a small amount of damage. Add 25% status damage and electricity status to all weapons. Now that can be really good. All restoration effects provided by orb pickups increased by 25%. So I think I'd go with the Amir. And the reward is a blueprint. Blueprints are like, you have to spend so many resources, 4 forma to get 1 omniforma. Yikes. Kill 150 with abilities, either Valkyr or Mag. It's pretty easy to do. Primary weapon. Yep. That's pretty low key. Low reward. Tech route with melee, easy. Purple shard is no brainer. Don't even have to look at this, but we'll look at it. Another blueprint. Yikes. Blueprints are like sometimes so bad. Like Omniforma blueprint requiring 4 regular forma is just, I can't do it. 150 containers might take as much as an hour to do. That's horrible. Sharing is caring. Every 10th ability cast. Okay, yeah, right. Killed enemies have a chance of reviving as allied specters, and 1% chance at 1% chance per status stack. Last 30 seconds. Triggering a status proc has a 10% chance to reload the triggered bullet into a clip. This week is pretty lame so far. Kill 1,000 enemies. It's not a problem. It just, if they put it at the beginning, it would be better. But we have to kill 500 for night waves, so why not do it? You You'll have Nightwave done long before this. Blueprint? Oh, an adapter. So we get a whole adapter or an Omniforma blueprint. Definitely taking the adapter there. 20% critical chance. That's good for me because I use so many critical weapons in melee. I think all my weapons are critical weapons in melee. Overshield cap. No. No. So the only good thing I think this whole week is Arthur so far. Well, that's the only one. And another secondary adapter is so easy and so cheap to get. And 6,000 endo. This week it overrides. Should I say the word? Seemed to be nerfed. Not excited. That didn't really seem to be exciting. So 2 more days before this ends. I'm going to make sure I get some stuff right now. So I always need as many catalysts because there's a lot more weapons coming out than Warframes. Oh, I don't even have enough, do I? No, I have enough. So the Albania doesn't look very appealing at all. Next we'll look at the circuit. I have every art incarn, I think, except for Boar, and that's just because I hate Boar. And I have to do something. I'll be right back. I think a rifle and a melee are the 2 most valuable ribbons right now. But I could be wrong. I'm not a very big ribbon seller. And we get Obstruct, boo. Reaper, yay. Obstruct, boo. Pistol to go, 3-day mod drop chance booster. That's the best thing so far, except for the, probably the Reaper's the best. And Shiver. So we definitely want to go to here this week. No matter what, we'll go to here. And if you're a regular path person, Nidus, Octavia, and Harrow. Octavia. And what are the things that you can get here? Physique, Neuroptics, Rifle Lamp, Cavet Grace. Gamma Core, Conductor, Arcane Fury, What's my dog doing? What's my dog doing? Okay, so that's everything I can do in my room. We can look at Nightwave. The two big ones are open one of each era relic. Okay, no problem there. 8? What does that say? 8? 8 Railjack missions. Oh, 8? I think the most I've seen before was 5. 8? Complete 8 zones of Sanctuary Onslaught. Hack 10 councils. And play 1 emote. And then the 3 regulars. Xmas, enemies, and missions. But we're gonna get 8 missions just from Railjack. Okay, next. Quick look at the Archon hunt. Yellow shard this week. Amber. And we're doing Nira. Nira can be the trickiest. I think it's the trickiest to do solo. Oh, not Nira's. Amara's the easiest. No, Nira can be tricky, but not really that bad. Used to bug every time I tried to do it solo. It would spawn under the ship, come up inside of me and kill me. It was always a nightmare. It would just literally hang out under the floor, and when you tried to go under the floor to get it, it would just kill you. You would be zapped to death with status effects that you couldn't see. Let's get our first Archon shard of the week. Shiny treasures, red shard again. Nice, nice, nice. I only have 20. Okay, we got a red shard. Every week I say I'm not going to do deep elite Archimedia, but every week I end up doing it. Exterminate, disruption, survival. The only thing you have to worry about is the vampiric, whatever they are. We have Protea, Ureli, Gara. I might learn how to do Ureli this week. I might want to do that. I might learn how to use the AX-52. I might learn, well, Atamos is a really good weapon. Rough weapons. No transfer. I love to avoid slings, so that's not good for me. Armor is abbreviated abilities for Gar. That might not be good. Status effects are tripled. Usually that's what you die from, status effects, because you can't see them coming, so to triple them, it's pretty harsh. These are all pretty harsh. Not very not very player friendly nerfs on your abilities, on your Warframe. Okay, so that's taken care of. Yes, I might do, might not do. Probably will just because I get bored, but if anybody has a RX 6600 video card that can donate to me, I'd appreciate it because I want to play Doom, but my GPU is too old and too weak. And that's me fake crying. Okay, next let's look at the Dormy Zone. This is usually, every day I do this, not just weekly, for whatever the arcane is. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I gotta change the water. Okay, let's go. Let's go see the lady. Primary obstruct, no. Blueprint, work and sell. So this is what people don't know, is that you can get work and sells here for just a few resources. Just go fishing for like 3 runs and you can get these work and resources. Fishing tastes less in a minute. Pistol ribbon, shotgun ribbon. Pretty sure I have a lot of work and reactors, so yeah. Not a good week for me. No, sorry, not this week. We gotta go get our Kuva from Yanta. Is this like a kitchen or what is that? Somebody living in the elevator? Yeah, just look at my apartment and you wouldn't say that. So you use 5 and you just come back during the week and you make 5 more. Or if you have a steel path incursion or whatever, you can get some pinions that way. Next person we go see is Teshin. Go see Teshin. Teshin, Teshin baby. Steelpath Honors. He has 3 Forma. There we go. Boom. Built Forma, right? Not blueprints. I think if you got 4, you might consider turning it into an Omniforma, but I don't know. 3 is... Can't do it. Can't make an Omniforma, but it's good. 3 built Forma is great. Thank you, Teshin. Okay, now we're gonna go see Kaya. Kaya! 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 Ooh, we have Stynex, Inaros, Temple. And we have Stynex as one of our invigorates this week. Natrak. Natrak used to be my favorite. For more than a year, it was my favorite. But Natrak takes practice. I mean, you can get muscle memory down to where you just every time you get a perfect shot, but it takes practice, I'm sure. My kit gun can be awesome. You're going to get overguard from Stynex, so your secondary weapon is going to have 300% crit chance, and with this kit gun, I should get all red crits. All red crits. Broken Scepter isn't going to really matter because you're using Stynex. Triple status effects, secondary wounds, huge health nerfs, 50% shield reduction, energy reduction, huge ability nerfs. But that's what you gotta do to get these mega rewards. So this is where you just need a good slam weapon to keep those spores down. Stynex isn't a slammer. Temple isn't a slammer. So, I don't know. You just gotta hope. Then we got a defense again. It seems like every week the missions are pretty much the same, but in different order. Oh, there was tank missions a couple times though, right? So they said they wanted to make Legocytes less... They made Legocytes stronger than they were supposed to be, and now every week when you get a Legocyte, they're more powerful as a punishment. Allies within 4 meters gain at a cost 50% ammo efficiency. Tech Rot enemies are infused with Ephravon and take damage over time. They explode when killed and leave behind deadly Ephravon in their wake. I don't know. It just depends on how bored I get this week. But Stynex is my favorite, so... Or one of my favorites, not the favorite. One of my favorites. I need this, I think. Or did I already buy it? I might have already bought it. What is my bass assist at? 50, 51, 52? Oh yeah, I'm sure I already bought it. My bass assist is at 56, so if if I can buy this, that'll put me at 60 and I'll be done with the bass assist. But I don't think I can buy it. I think it's gonna say already bought. Purchased. Yes. I know where you're at. Keep buying this to put on my other weapons. Put it on some tenant weapons to make them better than they were. Problem is then I have to go lich hunting to get my tenant weapons better stats. They're all around 30 except for a few at 60. It's the party of your lifetime. Ouch. There's really nothing to give her anymore. I need a GPU desperately, but I don't have one. I can give her one of these. It's metal. She might like it. Nope. So everything else is done. No more. The only way I can get flare on my side is to reset, and I don't want to reset. I'm best friends with everyone but this guy. Okay, I whined this week. I think psychologically always looking at the Archimedes always makes me a little sad. But what can you do? Are they designed to do that? I don't know. Is there supposed to be some kind of what would be the psychological ploy of making the Archimedes with so many negative aspects to your game? Everybody reads them and says torture week, or like it's torture time, or and then we subject ourselves to the torture. We can always say we don't want to be tortured. Go play Duvari. Just a second. Is there anything else to look at? I mean, anything to look at. Steel path rewards. Hep everyone's favorite mission. Oh, this is definitely one of my favorite missions. I like the Void. The Void is nice, clean, beautiful place to have a battle in. I don't like Halvania's subway system. I can't, I gotta turn up my brightness. I usually forget to and I can't see anything. The Corpus ships are pretty nice to look at. They're a nice environment to have a fight in. I like those. I can't think of anything more to look at. Can look at extermination, survival, showdown. Thermisto. Trying to think of anything I should do right now. Anything at all that I can spend 7 minutes. The only thing I can get done in 7 minutes, I think, is this mission. I almost do all capture missions with Titania. Titania is my rescue Lewis Spy Warframe and capture. I thought I was doing Void Flood for a second. He was right there the whole time. He was right there the whole time. Looks like a beautiful palace, the Void. Wow, I can't kill that guy. That's pretty odd. And the mission's over already. There's no need to kill all these guys. Just go, leave. So, yep. That's done. do 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 do. So one of the things I know from my past, playing is if I don't get the immigrant right now, there's a huge chance that I'll forget all about it and I'll never do it. I need oxides. Oh shit. Biotics, synthetics, oxides. I have 4 powers that I haven't unlocked. I gotta remember, I think I have duplicates of everything. So I should be able to get 3 of them, but I don't know what one of them is. Okay. This is my end of, gotta go to work, so I gotta take a shower, so I have to leave the safety of the game.